Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Always, and welcome back to Material Energy 5. In the last episode, we beat this map. So yeah, we completed this map technically. If we look at the quest book, obviously we haven't completed the monument quest. That one is impossible to complete. I've talked about this before. I did some testing in another world, and this quest is actually bugged. It is located in the overworld at 000, and so the only way to actually complete this is to go to the overworld, go to 000, and yeah, it's not technically completable, but everything else we have actually completed. We've got the credits and everything. However, we still have quite a bit of stuff to do because we need to complete the actual monument. So let's go over there and look and see what we have left to do. If we go to the greenhouse, it's directly below here. And yeah, we need to get Examite, which is in the final area. We need to find, we need to get Block of Evil Infused Iron, Septuple Compressed Cobblestone, Extreme Crafting Table, Neutronium Block, the Petition, and Retlo the Potato, as well as finishing up all the trophies. Now, full disclosure, because one of the big things that we need to kind of deal with is we need flight, and this armor is supposed to give us weight controlled flight. However, it doesn't work. I think it's bugged. So let's talk about all of the options we have. So weight controlled flight, what that means is the more inventory we have, the lower we can go. However, it doesn't work. There is a bar in the bottom right, which I didn't see the first time, and the arrow keys actually control how it like moves. However, it doesn't do anything. So this armor is useless to us. So what else can we do? Well, there is the angel ring, which is one of those weird things. We'll get back to that. So the angel ring does not actually show up when you look up the rings. However, if you click the ring of the flying squid, you can craft the angel ring, presumably. And that's what I went to a test world to find out. And it turns out, no, you can't. So I went to a test world and I was attempting to, basically I was trying to get the ingredients to craft this. And for the most part, the ingredients are not that bad. Gold, feathers, the ring of the flying squid, we have quite a few of those. A cursed lasso with a gas, and a golden lasso with a bat. Now, the cursed lasso, we actually already have. I grabbed one a while ago, and everything else we have except for the golden lasso with a bat. Well, we have some bat spawners, some broken bat spawners. We could just make a powered spawner and spawn in some bats, right? No. So bats do not spawn in this mod pack whatsoever. If you take a spawn egg and click it on the ground, it does not spawn a bat. It is immediately gone. You will sometimes hear the sounds of the bat, but the bat doesn't exist. And so I thought originally that it's a command block thing. So I went and searched this area, and there is in fact command blocks directly below the center of the map, which is right over there. It's directly below. And so I do have some spoilers on where some of the trophies are. Sorry, but it happens. I also know where the potato is. There are still things that I need to find, but I do know where a lot of the stuff is that we need to already get because I was flying around in spectator mode. Sorry, I cheated, but not really. I was trying to figure out the flight thing more than anything. And it turns out it's not a command block. It is a mod. One of the mods blocks the spawns of bats, so we cannot get the angel ring. Alright, so what's the next option? Well, the next option is the ability bottle. So Everlasting Abilities has one of the abilities being flight. We can't get it. So there is a thing in Everlasting Abilities. The way you're supposed to get the ability totems is sometimes you'll encounter a mob with them and they randomly roll type of thing. That is disabled in the configs. There is also an ability where, or a mechanism where you craft 3 of them together to get a random one, That is obviously also disabled in the config. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to get the ability totem that has flight. You can't craft the ability totems. There's nothing we can do about that. So that leaves us with one option, and that is the Ring of the Flying Squid, aka Direwolf 20's Lazy Wings. And it's not bad. It's actually something we can deal with. However, it's going to be super dangerous, and we need to get some GP power. So that is why I have the mills up, and that's what we're going to start with. So we could make the Dragon Egg mill. Do we have a Dragon Egg? I actually don't know. No, we don't. So usually water mills are kind of the best. I want to try briefly this lava mill. However, we need stone burnt. Stone burnt is polished stone, which is pretty easy to get. We just put that in the resonator, and apparently it works just fine. However, we can't use this ring. If we put it on, actually, there should be a bar that shows up when we can use the lazy wings, but doesn't seem to work. Also, one other thing I did, I loaded up in this world and realized that this terminal was disabled, and it was like, is it out of power? So I went and looked, and I tried to find where the power source for the applied energistic system is. Turns out it's just one block somewhere, and I don't even know where it's at, but there is a infinite energy cell. That's what they're called, infinite energy cell, somewhere in the network, which is kind of cool. So let's, while we're making the GP stuff, let's go ahead and load up this area again. And what we need to do, oof, lag. What we need to do, we should try to get rid of those spawners. So let's turn the glider on. And can we just drop down right on top of the gas spawner? Oh, really? Oh, that is rude. Alright, we can't destroy those spawners. So let's just try to mine some of this examite. And then we will there's so much stuff down here. Let's get out of here for a second. Put the torches on. The bar. I guess we should put our shield back on. We have 15 things of examite, so we should be able to just go ahead and you know, deal with the whole monument issue, but let's just go ahead and light this area up. Makes it a little bit nicer. There is a ton of examite ore that we can process. But let's just get a good bit of torches around the edge at least. And that way we don't have to worry about anything as much. There's also a ton of stuff out here. But apparently those blocks are not actually broken. Alright, let's see if there's any secrets out this way. And I'm not seeing anything. Just a lot of mobs. That's unfortunate. I was hoping there'd be like some super secret stuff. Maybe there is in the back. Aha, there is. Okay. So what do we have? 2 legendary rewards. I will take it. It is better than nothing. Is there anything over here? No. Alright. Let's head back. So, yeah, 2 legendary rewards. It does pay to search. We have a storage and unlimited power liquid. Okay, the storage is cool. The liquid is not so useful. So, How can we utilize this examite? We can probably alloy smelt to get one. Looks like we're gonna have to pulverize it. Okay, let's pulverize it, and that shouldn't take too long. We have our stone burnt. We should be able to get. Actually, let's get a little bit more stone burnt. 2 more things of it. I'm trying to do math in my head. That's always bad. But we should have the examite. We have enough. Let's go ahead and smelt that up. And there's so much string. Eventually, what I'm going to have to do, for the record, is we're going to probably need a couple of things. So, some of the things on the monument include the neutronium block. That is going to take forever with just one of these guys. So, how else can we get these? We can't. We just can't. So let's get more neutron collectors. And in order to do that, we can actually buy them from the Safe and Shop. They require compressed infinity dust blocks. So we're going to need infinity dust blocks. We're going to need a lot of grains of infinity. And the only real way to get this is through, because this is overworld only, we have to do chemicals. And so that is something that we're going to probably work on. Just getting a bunch of it. Let's pop down and throw this into here. And so that's something that all of the different sheep might help us with. Just getting a lot of different things, different elements and whatnot. Something else that we're going to probably want to do, the extreme crafting table, and in general all of the let's see what else. So the powered spawner is not useful, but the block of evil infused iron does require nether stars, so we'll need quite a few nether stars for these. And that is something that we can get from titanium. Titanium is easy enough to get. It is black dye. That is something we can get pretty easily. Mendelevium we can get from wither skeleton skulls, which we can make with infinity dust. Lutium, which is purpur, and, well, luteum, but purpur blocks, and we can, theoretically, if we can get some chorus flowers, I actually don't know if we have any. If we can get chorus flowers, we can obviously grow that. Do we have any? Yes, we do. So we can grow purpur to get that aspect of the nether stars. And then dysprosium is small from, it looks like just stone. That is unfortunate. That is a very low chance thing. So I'll have to think about that one. Otherwise, we just kill withers. And that's not the worst thing in the world. It is kind of annoying, but we can definitely do it. So let's get a couple things together. We're going to grab 2 lava mills, because I'm not entirely sure how they work. I always use water mills. That's part of the reason why I'm going to use the lava mills. And we just need more resonating redstone, which means we just need another ender shard. Or we could, you know, break redstone ore. I have a little bit of that, but let's go ahead and get 2 lava mills. And do we have... We have buckets. I know we have lava upstairs. So let's go up and see what we can do with that. So we'll grab a bucket of lava, and we're going to just put these here. Now, I don't know if it has to be flowing lava or not. So let's just do this. Power generating 2. Okay. So what if we put it like here? power generating 3. Okay. So let's pick this up. And put that there. If we make 2 more, we can put them here and here, and then do something like this. Power generating 3. So that's okay. We still don't have the ability to use the lazy wings. You know what? I think, how bad is this to make? Not terrible. It's just going to be a lot more redstone. That is only a little bit of a problem, but we do have some redstone ore. You know what? Let's do it. Let's grab some sticks. And actually, let's just do it this way. So let's make, how many redstone torches? So 8. That's gonna make 2. No, that's gonna make 1. That is really expensive. Fire mills are also pretty good. Do we have nether brick fences? No, but I think we can get them. So let's do that. I am going to let's do this. Let's go back to the nether, because I believe, yeah, there's fences here. So what we can do is we can grab a few of these. Let's grab like 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the stuff we need for the fire mills. So I'm going to break down, just to kind of show you guys, one, this pickaxe, the sun-powered pickaxe, is really kind of cool. But we can put down some redstone ore and just break it almost instantly. It is really cool. And that sometimes gives you the resonating redstone, but if not, it at least gives you this. So I'm going to get enough things for 4 of these. We'll also want some netherrack, which we should have. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And we'll need a flint and steel, or flint and vulcanite. Let's just use the flint and steel. So I'm going to get the stuff together to make those, and I'll be back once we have flight. Alright, so I have the materials to make 4 of the fire mills, and that is exactly what we're going to do. I'm still debating on exactly how I want to kind of proceed with a lot of this stuff, but the fire mills are definitely an answer to getting more GP, and hopefully enough. So let's just put them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can always make more. That's actually not that difficult to do. But we just put the fire underneath, and we are now generating quite a bit of grid power. So presumably we have flight. And it's not the best of flights. It does run out pretty quickly. But, I mean, technically it's flight. And we can fly around as needed. And do whatever we want. So, one thing that I've considered is completely destroying this area. For the reason that, 1, we have multiple, and 2, there is supposed to be a lot of secrets in this place. This is Summer Haven, if you don't recall. There is a lot of villagers, and I do believe I can... Okay, so the glider does not work with the propulsion. I believe we can, if I can spell, grab a golden lasso and grab these villagers. There is a few of them that might be pretty useful, like blacksmith. I mean, creative modifiers are really nice. So if we grab you and then you put you there, you still have the same traits. It keeps you exactly how you were. So we can get all the villagers out of here. And so something I might work on while doing other things is grabbing all the resources in there. And I think for now, we'll just put you in there. Okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's head to the monument. So it is over there. And let's put this Examite block on the monument, finally. And that part of the monument is now completed. 8 legendary rewards. I mean, yes. Summer Haven, speaking of which, Ender Plate, Kirk Boots, and double compressed, double compressed infinity blocks. That changes things a little bit. So let's go back up to the observatory. And this does have one item in it. I don't know what it is, so let's find out. Can we... It has 1,000 emeralds in it. Okay. I guess we can just put that into the system, and then we have 1,000 emeralds. I'm okay with that. Why though 1,000 emeralds? Emeralds are not terrible to have, but are they useful? I did lie a little bit, by the way. There is one other thing. It should be beryl, beryllium, chromium, and vanadium. Okay, I did lie a little bit though. There's one other way to get flight, but it requires these singularities and a lot of stuff that we're just not going to have to make the infinity armor. The infinity armor is fantastic. It gives you creative mode flight. However, it is way too expensive. So let's put that away. Another ender plate chest thing. Okay, so we have a lot of double compressed infinity. So we have a lot of infinity now, which means we could buy more neutron collectors. Yes. This is a thing that if we could get a pedestal, which we can't, would be super useful. Legendary rewards, are they worth it? That is actually a good question. Legendary, no, okay, it's loot. Let's see. Recipe. So is there anything with this that would be good? Other than the double compressed. A cache with, 20,000 blocks of diamonds is pretty good. But honestly, I don't think it's worth it to buy more of those. So let's put one into compressed and buy a couple more neutron collectors. Let's do 3. And that should be good for now. We can do 1 there. And 2 here. That will speed up things. Why aren't you connecting? We get a Yeta wrench and force that. That's the wrong buttons. I never remember what buttons to hit with the Yeta wrench, but that works. Extract always active. Always active. Insert. Extract always active. Alright, so that should give us a lot more neutrons as we're doing other things. One thing with the nether stars, if we want to not have to fight withers, the fusion casing is not too terrible. Neodymium we can get pretty easily. That comes from ender pearls. We would need tungsten. Tungsten is probably the hardest thing, as it comes from iron ore consistently. But otherwise, you got to get it from a rare chance from stone, or cobblestone rather, or either actually. We would need 1 nether star to begin with. Thorium is in stone. It's not a terribly good rate. And then the controller is selenium, and selenium is really easy to get. It comes from fish. So that's a possibility, but at the same time, I don't know. Anyways, we are going to do the unthinkable. Do I have a chest? No, I put that chest away. Let's grab a chest. Doesn't matter too much which. And let's put it down, and we're going to put most everything away. I do need the bag of holding for a pickaxe. Water bucket would also be pretty good to have. And we have the ring on, nothing else. So we can fly, and we're going to go very, very low maintenance. So let's head outside of the station and go pick up some trophies. So we have blocks so that we can block up, obviously, when needed. And I know where a few of them are from what we've seen. We do have to worry about fall damage. I think I got the one that was over there. There was a creeper one over there that we saw before. And I know that there's one on the other side of this. We do want to try not to fly too much. It does take up a lot of power. There is a bunch of loot back here. I don't think there's anything else. No. Okay, so there was a trophy on top of here. But I think the rest of the ones, there's one right down there. I can see it from here. And let's talk about some of the ones that I know where they're at. Like I said, there is two all the way at the bottom near the void, which is going to be just wonderful. And then there's a couple in some awful, awful locations, including there's one at the top of there, which I noticed because I flew outside and was looking around a little bit. So apologies that I know where some of the trophies are, but we are going to try to get them, and then we'll see what we can do about the rest. I realize this episode is going to be very long if we make it just one, so there might be another episode. Let's pillar up. I think that's going to be the best way to do this one. But I can also kind of fly while I'm pillaring. So at the top here there is thickened glass, which we can in fact break. There's certain things we can't break, and there is a vindicator right here. So at the top of this area, I don't think there's much out here. If you go far enough to the edges, you can actually see there is the actual end. So if we ever need to get like a bunch of endstone or something, we could theoretically deal with that. But we'll get the vindicator. We'll get a couple more that I know of that are not too terrible to pick up. And then we'll go put them back. And then I'll probably, I don't know, we'll probably do some cuts and whatnot as needed. But is there any down here? I don't know where everything is. So I am going to have to actually search and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff hidden everywhere. And some things that we can actually get. But a lot of it comes down to, you know, can you break something? Because we can't break laboratory blocks at all. But, you know, is there anything hidden behind concrete? No. A lot of the stuff is probably just decorations. But then there's things like this. So there is the zombie pigman. See what else we can find that's not too terribly awful. There is a lot of... I discovered a secret. There's a secret in one of the rooms down below. It's not particularly useful to us, though, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But there's also, you know, like... you know, a gap right here. Now, clear glass, we can't break. That is something that we need. To get that, we need to go to the monument room, though. That's the spoiler that I kind of knew. That is the potato. But there is... there was another thing over there, but apparently I've already gotten it. So yeah, there is just a ton of stuff. And the problem is, how do you get around with pretty bad flight? And the answer is blocks. So we're going to use our blocks to kind of deal with not being able to fly very well. But yeah, clear glass everywhere. We can't break clear glass. Never did break all those spawners. But I think for the most part we got the stuff that's up here. I know there is stuff at the bottom. And there's one that is in a terrible, terrible place. Oh, hey, there's a golem here. Okay, so there is 3 trophies. Nothing here. And this is terrifying for the record. I don't like this. But we need to go... Let's go ahead and put these back. I should put a, I guess, checkpoint somewhere down here. Just a chest, but I guess we can just go ahead and use our staff of traveling. So we get the potato from this block right here, and it is Retloth, the potato. And I'm gonna put stuff back because actually let's break this and then put that back. So yeah, let's see, we have the potato, and I don't think that gives us anything or does anything, which is fine. So we have zombie pigmen. Let's see. Zombie pigmen. Iron golem was down here. And Vindicator. Oh, gives you an axe. That's actually really nice. Golem doesn't do anything. So yeah, there is quite a few. I know where the Enderman and the llama is. The llama is in the worst possible place ever. But let's go back to the observatory. Let's drop off some of the stuff. So uncommon rewards. I don't think there's much that we can get at this point that matters too much. What could be? We got another one of those. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to go fly around using blocks and all that kind of stuff and see what I can find. Actually, now, before we do that, there is a few more that I do know where they're at that we can get pretty easily. And worst case scenario, we just come back up here and put them back. So there's one down here. Looks like it's the snow golem. So let's grab this. And it's always scary that we're gonna like lose it. And you can see that there is like the black sky, and then we can actually go underneath that. But what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna drop some water right here. And yeah, this is where things get really scary. So there is two more guys. The llama is at the very bottom. So let's just try to get over here. And then the Enderman is right above. This is all the command blocks and all that kind of fun stuff. So there's the Enderman. Some rewards. And oh man, this is a little nerve-wracking. Alright, so let's just very carefully come down here to the llama. And I want to try to place some blocks. Alright, let's just encircle it. Make sure we're safe. Apart from these guys, there's... I know where one other one is, sorta. Okay, we got the llama, and there's a legendary reward right there. For the record, we are at y equals 0. We go any further down, we're in the void. So we're going to just fly right back up here. And there's some weirdness down here. There's some Futura blocks that you can break, but there's nothing underneath. But yeah, so we're going to try to get back over there to the water. And I'm sure there's more down here, but I will look later. And honestly, these are anti-blocks. We could just go ahead and break those. And we're gonna... Oh, nearly died. That's why we have food. There's something up here, I do believe. So let's take this slowly. And kind of do one of those. Yep, right there. Did you see it? It's the Endermite. However, the Endermite is kind of awful to get. Just a little. So let's break that. Do that. We can come up like so. Alright, there is the Endermite. I guess... Let's get over here and get out of all this area. So yeah, the only thing that I really have no clue where it could be is the petition. That is one that I'm not too sure about. And at this point, we really have to kind of decide how is it that we want to get nether stars, because we are going to need quite a few. So this requires 16 nether stars, just because each one takes 2. We're going to need 2 nether stars for this. If we want to do fusion, we're going to need 1 nether star, which I think that's not too bad. We could probably handle that. But I kind of need to decide what I want to do with all that. So, you know, I think chemistry is going to be the most safe way, and something I can kind of just do. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to destroy this entire area, and I'm going to chemistry everything. Let's go ahead and put stuff on the monument. So we have the snow golem, which goes right here. Endermite up here. The Enderman. And the llama. Okay. So yeah, we are going to end the episode off here, basically, because it's going to take me some more time to find everything. Those are basically the ones I know. I think I've seen a couple others, but I don't know that I have. We need to explore the station a lot. But let's open our legendary, the redstone sword. Alright, epic and rare. Potion of second chance. Space spheres. Most of that stuff is kind of not useful. And then the other thing that we need is in our quests, we can go ahead and collect. We're going to get a lot of stuff for the llama. And everything else we're going to get quite a bit. I know there is a button that we can collect everything, but it's more fun. Yeah, the petition is something I don't know where it's at. So let's see, what do we have? We have 2 uncommons. Does it have anything in it? No. Let's go with the 8 epics. Biology, more shurikens. Ludium, that's nice. I'll take all the chemicals we can get. Something that I think we will end up doing is maybe making the fusion to make more nether stars a little bit easier. But I will need to get one of these, 1 stack of that, or go find a wither, which, I mean, we have access to a wither spawner. It's just, you know, killing it is not the most fun. Let's see, station crate, bunch of things that is applied energistics. Let's put most of this away. And then finally, a last legendary, Totem of Undying. Okay. So yeah, there is... I don't think there's anything else in here. Just a way down. And I don't think... There might be something behind there, actually. So it might be interesting to take that on. Maybe that's why we'll get the one Nether Star we need for the fusion stuff, and then I will work on getting everything else. Let's go ahead and turn that off. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I am going to spend some time doing alchemy and destroying this land. I'll let you know if I find anything interesting in here. And then the only other thing that I will probably be doing is going around and trying to locate more trophies. Fun fact, this is just 2 blocks. You can see it from the outside, but there's literally just glass here, and then there's the anti-blocks, and then nothing. So yeah, illusions. Anyways, I have a lot of waiting to do for these neutrons, so that's part of the reason why I'm feeling like just going ahead and destroying everything in there. But yeah, we'll do that. And next time, hopefully it will be the actual last episode. We have a form of flight. We can get all of the different trophies outside, presumably. We just got to find them and figure out where the petition is. So other than that, it's just a matter of waiting for resources to come in and all that kind of fun stuff. Probably want to make better cobblestone generators. We'll do that next time as well. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!